Welcome to a new podcast where we're breaking through and breaking it down with a new girl. Your host, Dawn Piercy. Welcome to a new podcast. I am Dawn Piercy. I'm your host. I am bringing you Terrance Stone today. He is with Cuddy TV, Terrance Stone Live, Jersey Watch blog, and he's also an author. It's his 10-year anniversary. Welcome to a new podcast, Terrance. It's great to have you a new guest. Tell us how you got started and where it all came from.
Now. And, really how we started is my little brother went to jail at 16 for a murder. He's currently serving 23 years in jail. And the whole goal behind my business was to be able to give alternative options to the younger generation, to be able to give them a different outlook than the streets. So we created Cuddy TV, we created Jersey Watch blog, even myself as a brand, Terrance Stone of, being able to show people that you can come from nothing and be able to build something for yourself. So the Cuddy TV platform loves to highlight creatives, loves to highlight talent, loves to highlight people that are looking to do an alternative option with their life than what was presented to them. And even Jersey Watch blog, we love to highlight businesses, smaller businesses, creatives, talents all across the world. So that, if you didn't know about them, because obviously it's harder to get on these bigger platforms,
Right.
we're that platform that opens up the door for the smaller creators to be able to get their voice out.
Yeah.
So that's something that's very important for us, something that we do. And then, of course, myself is I'm just an authentic brand. I'm showing people my life, how I live it, how I enjoy life. And the Terrance Stone brand is really just inspiration for anybody who wants to be themselves. We live a life where, you have to be one thing, but really you can be anything. And that's what the Terrance Stone brand is really all about. Just be yourself, be authentic, be raw, and the rest will come.
I love it. Now I know you uprooted from New Jersey, came to California. The weather's sunny. It's wonderful. Sometimes life is lifing here. What encouragement could you give the fans for when that happens? What can they do?
Well, first off, I would tell everybody to go read the book Relentless by Tim F. Grover. He's Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant's personal trainer. And he talks about the process that Michael Jordan had to go through to win his first 6 rings. And in that, you can use it for your own creative self, which is, walls are going to come up.
Right.
Life's going to happen. You're going to one day have 100,000 views, next day have 10 views. But it's about the process and falling in love with the process and the repetition of doing it over and over and over again and getting your reps in, seriously. Like, nobody becomes great overnight. The famous saying, Rome wasn't built in one night. And I feel the same way with creativity, especially when you're pushing it out to the world.
Right.
It takes time, it takes reps, and it takes you having to take rejection. It takes you having to take people doubting you for you to really realize that you're building something great.
Now, what type of business to business? You mentioned business to business and helping entrepreneurs and, creators like yourself. What type of packages do you offer for local small businesses and creators?
Really, we like to focus on social media marketing, being able to help people get affiliate on Twitch. So right now I have a course out. I just created a content creation school. So it's called the TGP and the Thorough Growth Program. So we basically take you from, let's say you were nothing on Twitch to having everything that you need, knowing how to clip your streams, knowing how to create a Discord, knowing how to interact with viewers, knowing how to keep 3 viewers inside of your streams, knowing how to initiate how to get subs and bits and be able to turn it into an actual career. So we launched that this year, and really the inspiration behind it is obviously, getting creatives to express their creative self. And I feel like it's such an amazing program. It's brand new. It's first ever been done. I've never heard of a content creator school. So, we're super blessed to have this opportunity.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity. There's a lot of people out there that, like me, I'm new on Twitch, and Terrance knows that. So there's a lot of opportunity to learn and to be able to take what you do and what you love and make some extra income out there. And
Hmm.
Terrance is here and he's out there and he's doing that. He also has a book out right now. It's his, like he said, it's his 10-year anniversary.
Yes,
And
yeah.
tell us a little bit more about that book. And I'm going to be able to link everything for you on Terrance's bio page as well.
Yes, for sure. So, I wrote 5 books, and my recent book that I have out is called "The Easy Way to YouTube." This process has accumulated over 2 million views for creators
Mm-hmm.
across YouTube, and it's really just a simplified process about how you can upload onto YouTube properly to find your fan base. A lot of people just don't understand the YouTube algorithm, and our job is to simplify it in a way where anybody can read it and anybody can start uploading on YouTube and find the people that are looking for them. So we created this book purely because Cuddy TV started out on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
We're a YouTube business.
Okay.
90% of our business is YouTube. 10% of it is actually working with creators, working with businesses. So we wanted to take something that made us very successful
Mm-hmm.
and pour it into our community. So the easy way to YouTube is officially out right now. You can go to Amazon and pick up your copy today.
What do you do? Do you ever feel when you're making, um, as a content creator myself, and you're a content creator yourself, when you're making content and content and content and pushing that out, is there a special type of structure that you have that you can share to help others maybe better structure their time so they don't feel stressed out when they're pushing content out every day?
Oh yeah, I would say, I mean, the number one biggest thing that I always like to say is you're creating content for viewers. You're not creating content for yourself.
Right.
So when you can dive into the mind of what a viewer would actually want to watch is when your content will start excelling. So, watch other content, watch how other people are doing their ways. Obviously, don't copy, don't compare
Right.
yourself, but you want to fit the niche of something that the world is already used to, something that the world is already familiar with. And then once they discover you, then you'll be able to put your own twist on it. So I would tell people do a lot of research, watch a lot of content, and understand that anybody can do content creation as
Mm-hmm.
long as you're consistent, as long as you're disciplined, and as long as you're creating your own lane. Create your own story. Don't follow somebody else's.
Most definitely. What can you tell us a little bit something for your fans, something that they don't know about you that is not too personal that might blow their mind, Terrance?
Well, I would say, well, personally, I think the number one thing that makes me relate with people is that I lost both of my parents a month apart. So I
Oh,
lost both of
shit.
them maybe 5 years ago. I lost my mother first, and then I lost my father afterwards. And to be impacted, I'm thriving in my business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to move across the country. I haven't even had my first child yet, and I lose both of my parents. So, in this sense, a lot of people, they get into depression, they fall
Mm-hmm.
down, and me, I use it to level myself up. So, I always like to know now that I'm doing everything for my parents. I
You know
want them to be
what?
proud of me and proud of what I'm doing.
I lost both of mine too, right before I was moving across the country, Terrance.
Yeah. So then
And
see,
I have a child, and I did use it as well to propel myself and to give me what I needed, and I do everything for them too. What a blessing it is to know that we're not alone in the world. And if you're out there, and I also know some other people that have gone through this too, something very similar and very close together, and I'm so sorry for your loss. For our viewers, if you're out there and you've gone through this, know that you're not alone, and keep pushing. There's always a reason to keep pushing. Always strive to look for the best and make the brightest of each day, even in the turmoil, the best you can. Most definitely.
100%.
Yeah. So, what other books have you written? Tell us about that.
Well, my first book went number one in 24 hours. It's How to Become the Perfect Artist.
Mm-hmm.
It's a full breakdown of what any independent artist can read to understand the music industry and how to
Okay.
properly get in it correctly. That was my first book that I wrote. Then my second book is Guppy. It's a kid's book. It's a motivational book to
Mm-hmm.
teach kids to chase their dreams. So obviously, kids at a young age don't understand their passion, don't understand the things that they love.
Right.
So our goal is with the book Guppy is for us to put it out there to say that that thing that's inside of your mind, that thing that's burning inside of your chest
Mm-hmm.
is your dreams. So chase your dreams and don't let nobody, not your parents, not your friends, not your neighbors, talk you out of that. So Guppy is a real special book of mine because it's
Mm-hmm.
dedicated to one of my friends that passed away. And at the end of the book, you get to see his like representation
Mm-hmm.
of why we created this book. He's one of the characters inside of the book. And then my third and fourth book, they come together.
Mm-hmm.
It's how to start streaming with no money. So it's my story about
Okay.
how I went from 0 viewers to Twitch affiliate, and I only had a PS4. So a lot of people think you need a PC, you need a Kai Cenat setup, you got to be like
Wow.
ISO speed to be something on Twitch.
Right.
But I basically tell my testimony of how I started with just a regular PS4. I didn't have a camera, I didn't have a fancy setup. All I had was a Family Dollar microphone and a PS4 to use, and I was playing a free game. I was not paying for games because I couldn't pay for
Right.
games.
Right.
And now to this day, I've been Twitch affiliate for 2 years. I've gotten paid from Twitch over 2 years,
That's
and
amazing.
and
That's
it's been
really
an absolute blessing.
inspirational.
Yeah,
What the heck? Yeah, I can't wait for this episode, to air. I'm gonna say I'll have to cut that part out, but this is great, Terrance. I love it.
100%. Yes, yes.
I love this. I love this. Yeah.
And
Okay.
then,
So what
um,
what
and
games do
then,
you play that people follow mostly?
right now we're creating a GTA RP series.
Uh huh.
So we're in a server, Atlanta Trenches RP,
Okay.
and we're creating a storyline, basically like our own little TV show for YouTube,
Uh
and
huh.
that's something that we're really diving deep into this year. So we're focusing a lot on that,
Uh huh.
and we've been putting a lot of work into it. So I would say
Okay.
GTA RP for right now.
Okay.
It's Grand Theft Auto role play. So basically,
Okay.
yeah, so it's not the regular Grand Theft Auto. It's you're actually playing with real people. Everyone inside of the server is a real person. So
Okay.
when you're talking to people, you're actually talking to somebody on their computer.
So kind of like
And
Call of Duty, but for with Grand Theft.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you basically get to live a life inside of Grand Theft Auto. And, we're just
Oh.
creating a storyline for people to be able to follow. We want to keep it real general so that people
Right.
can understand it. And I think it's a blessing, the thing that we're doing. I think it's going to pop off. And we're creating our own little TV show. So it's fun.
That's
It's
really
cool.
cool. It's interesting, and I think a lot of people are viewing. Can you
Yeah.
tell us how you got started a little bit in the music industry?
Yeah, I mainly got started in the music industry just helping my friends out. A lot of my friends
Mm-hmm.
wanted to get into the music industry. They would always ask me opinions on their music, and I would go to the studio with them, and I started to learn how to engineer. I started to learn how beats should sound. I
Right.
started learning how many bars you should put inside of 8 bars. You know what I mean? And all of these things to help really artists propel their career. And then once I signed my deal in Philadelphia, I got exposed even more to the music industry at a higher level.
Uh
I
huh.
started dealing with celebrities, I started dealing with bigger names, and I started to see how they moved. And I used that formula and gave it to underground artists so that they can achieve their dreams.
Okay. I love it.
Yeah.
Very
So
nice.
my latest project that's out right now is with an artist called Extra Cash,
Mm-hmm.
Chasing Cash. It's on Spotify. So that's my latest piece of work that I've worked on.
All right. Nice. So, well, Terrence, it's been great having you on a new podcast as a new guest. And for our viewers, be sure to follow Terrance. I'm going to link all of his socials and all of his backlinks to his website, Cuddy TV, and his books. So be sure to check them out and purchase one because one of them was a top seller in 24 hours, and that's going to say
Yes.
something right there. So,
Number one
number
bestseller.
one, that's what's up.
Yes.